What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to yet another Tough Builds episode. Today we're going to be installing the 2016 Ford Mustang Ecoboost valve cover, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have a cracked valve cover, or maybe you accidentally cracked it somehow, I don't know, don't tell me, but it's all good, because I'm here to tell you that there's still hope for you. We can change it. It's not going to be stock, so don't think it is. You're going to see and find out in the video right now. So I'll see you guys there. First thing that you guys want to do is to get ready, take off this valve cover. You're going to go ahead and disconnect all of your ignition coils. It is an 8mm socket to take each one of these bolts off. Next step is you gotta disconnect these guys, and you just push down on them and they come right off. And then you have a few things that you have to take off. You got this hose back here that has to be disconnected, and that is also easy to disconnect. You have to push this tab in right here and pull it off. This one's pretty easy. Pretty much you're just taking off anything that is attached to your valve cover. Just looking around on it and seeing what is on it. And that's pretty much what we're taking apart here. Still got a few more items that we have to disconnect. And rest assured, make sure that you disconnect everything and you know where everything goes, because once you take it off, it can only go on one way. After we're done taking off this guy back here, there's another plug back here. You gotta take off that hose. You gotta take off this guy back here as well. You're just taking the wire off of it. And these two holes that you guys are seeing right here is your oil pressure sensors. Just gonna go ahead and take those out of the holes. You can remove them by one 8mm screw on each one. There's one on this side, and there's one on that side as well. As you guys can see it hanging right there. So you just want to get those both off. And on this pipe, there's actually two parts you got to push down on, the bottom and the top, and push it down and then pull it out, and it will come right out, I promise you. We're off to the next step. That's pretty much all you're gonna do now is take off, let's count them. You're gonna have to take this whole harness off. You got one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. You got another one there. You got one here, one here, one here, one behind the sensor. And you also got one in the middle, two in the middle. There should be another one back here in the far back side. I would use an extension and get that off. Once you are able to get all of those screws unloosened, I would do it in a pattern just to make sure nothing messes up or anything like that. So I would do it in X and, you know, do what you guys can. You can take out the dipstick. You don't have to take off the cap. You can leave that on and transfer it to the new one. As you guys are seeing, there's a lot of dust on this one, so try your best not to knock all this dust off onto your guys' cams and stuff inside of here. If you guys can, take a vacuum to it, vacuum it off. That way it doesn't go inside of here, because that would be really bad. It would act like pretty much sandpaper, and you don't want that. I'm gonna go ahead and start unloosening all these screws, and then I'm gonna come back when the valve cover is off. Maybe you got stuck on this one too, and this one's actually pretty damn easy. You're just gonna stick a screwdriver in it right here. Don't pull all the way down, because you can break them. I already broke one already, as you can tell. So don't break them, because they have to go back on, so that way this wire doesn't get binded up with anything else inside your engine bay. So all of them are gonna be all right here. There's gonna be one sitting right here. This gray one back here is easy, you just pull it off. This one right here, which can be a little pickle, it was shoved in here. You're just gonna stick a screwdriver and pull it up. Same thing with this one. And then you also had one more back there, and one more back here. One was actually holding your O2 sensor. You don't necessarily need to unplug it. Just work around the whole wire harness. You just want to get everything off from the valve cover so you guys can lift the valve cover out that's pretty much your objective here. Now, the only thing that we have left, guys, is to pretty much unbolt all the bolts that are holding the valve cover on. And then once you get the valve cover completely off, that's when the good thing comes. The new one comes on, and we can go ahead and start reassembling it. And you guys might be wondering the reason why I'm doing it. Basically because of that. I JB welded it to try to hold it, but I just don't have faith in JB Weld to last as long as I would assume. But I've heard it can last a long time, but this receives a lot of heat. I'm off better words just to replace it, and less of my worries. The only second thing is I'm gonna miss out the factory sticker. Oh, before you slap the new one on, clean around the rim, the whole entire rim, because this thing has to seal. Remember that. You don't want any leaks going on. That would really suck. So make sure you guys clean it up, make it look pretty. Don't worry about the gears inside. Don't clean that shit up. Just leave it alone. Just clean up around the rim. Pretty done. I mean, there's nothing else that you guys can do right now, minus putting the new valve cover on, and then tighten it down to 86 inch-pounds. Each bolt should be 86 pounds. Do it in cross pattern. Remember, these have seals on them. Keep that in mind. Now, the valve cover is finally on. It is a little bit of a struggle, but I'm going to teach you guys something real quick before I go ahead and torque these buddies down. Back here, like I said, you got your fuel rail. Okay? This little girl right here. She does get in the way. Trust me. But they make these covers really easy to just slide right in. And what I mean is that you want to be on this side and just make sure that this is all the way pushed back. Make sure that one's pushed back. Come in the front, push it back, and then push it down as hard as you can, but not too hard. Don't go too hard. And then these will get sealed. These rings right here that are around them are sealers. So that's the gasket for those. So that will just pop right in place, and you'll hear the whole thing just suck right in. And as soon as you hear that, let go of it and start tightening up the bolts. And do it by hand first. And why do I say hand? Aluminum block, plastic, you can crack one of them. So, or strip the bolt, and that won't be pretty. So then you have to wait another week for another cover gasket and a valve cover, and it's just a mess. So don't do it. So here we are, guys. We're editing the video. We're getting it ready to be uploaded for everybody that's out there watching it right now. By the way, I am doing a giveaway at 700 subscribers. So if you are not yet subscribed, why don't you go ahead and smash that subscribe button? What I am giving away, I'm about to show you guys that right now. Most Plus right here, guys. H11 headlights, LED. If you guys are in the market for these right here, don't worry. Tough Bills is doing a giveaway, and that's all you gotta do, ordinary, to enter into this giveaway. By smashing that like button and leaving a comment down in the section down below. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. If it actually helped you guys out changing your guys' valve cover, well, why don't you let me know what you thought and how I did it and how I can be better at doing what I do. Share this video with your niece, your nephew, your mom, your grandma, your grandpa, your uncle, anybody that you guys can get this video out. Let's get TBC growing, guys. I am so happy with 633 of you that has already smashed the subscribe button. If you are, once again, new, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell on the side so you guys get post notifications when I do post a video. Once again, guys, I love you all. By the way, if it ain't tough, it's not worth building. My name is Chris. You guys were just watching Tough Bills. I'll see you in the next banger.
Don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began.